I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start.
Fallout, a beloved post-apocalyptic RPG series, enjoyed by many since Interplay released the first game for MS-DOS in 1997. What happens when you take this well-established series and pass the torch to another established developer? You get a fresh new look, gameplay style and increasing audience as it makes it into the gaming mainstream. And within the month of publishing this video, we have a new game gracing our systems, Fallout 76. This highly anticipated entry will bring... Whoa. What the hell is that? Well shit, before Bethesda took over, Interplay made one last game. Developed for only PlayStation 2 and Xbox in 2004, this was certainly a departure from the norm, a more streamlined Fallout game aimed at the console market. Was this a good move? Was deviating from the tried and true format going to piss off fans?
I say, you there, do you enjoy the Fallout series? Do you love to emerge from the safety of your vault, explore the vast wasteland, discovering new places, and creating a character and unique experience of your own? Well, tough titties, young vault dwellers, this is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. It's linear. It's short. It has everything you love about the franchise. Taken out. So are you sold? No? Well, we're going to play it anyway.
In the 1950s, we dreamed of a better world.
Oh hi Tony J. We all know the scenario here. Idyllic 1950s America trying to pretend everything's fine, with the threat of imminent nuclear war looming over their heads. But in this reality, the Cold War gets hot fast, and the United States is reduced to a radioactive crater. But if you were lucky enough to be selected for a place in a vault, then good for you! So what vault number does our protagonist hail from? 0, as in, you don't. You play as one of 3 predetermined Brotherhood initiates. Can you assign initial stats? No! Just pick one and get on with it. Can you learn the basics first? No! Yes! There is a tutorial. Learn to move, jump, duck, shoot, loot, etc. Easy enough, not essential. You can play as Cyrus, Nadia or Kane. I chose Nadia as that's the game who chooses for the tutorial. Do the other 2 handle any different? No idea, never tried. The manual states you have some unique skills. Heavy but powerful, light but nimble, yada yada. Kane gets the short end of the stick anyway as he's not on the front cover. Carbon, Texas, 2208. A typical rundown nuke hole with a small population is surviving the best they can. As a Brotherhood initiate, you arrive in Carbon looking for a group of Brotherhood paladins who pass through here. Like the early Fallout games, it's presented in a top-down perspective. Kind of. The original Fallouts had a pleasing isometric look, which is a look I've always liked. Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond that by having the camera angle rather high. This gives the environments a limited visual range. I guess during Interplay's streamlining, shall we call it, eliminated the need to have disappearing walls and ceilings when they obstruct the player, which means you can immediately tell which building you can and cannot go in by whether or not the roof is missing. Streamlining is a thing we're going to see a lot of here.
What's the matter, you two? Are you trying to leave town? Go off and do your own thing and come back to the main questline anytime you like? I'm afraid not. You're stuck here. You can still do other stuff. A warehouse over there needs rat scorpions clearing out. Hey look, there's a prostitute. She might have some good information. Oh, buck up. This is still good, right? Right?
I love those dear hearts.
The first thing you do in any RPG is explore and talk to the locals, and stumble upon your first quest. Clear out the local bar of dickbag raiders. An enemy's damage will appear above their heads, which is good, as the health bar beneath it is so small it may as well not be there. Once dead, they will drop loot, ammo, caps, stim packs, and dish out XP. The game does not tell you how much XP for an individual enemy. Open your stat page to see the numerical increase. Streamlining! When levelling up, you are awarded skill points to spend. For a while I thought there were only 5 skills, streamlining and all. You see this gap? There's clearly room for a 6th thing, so since it was empty, I thought this was the bottom of the list. No, scroll down and there are more options hidden there. Why the gap? Streamlining? Fortunately I noticed this before buying new items. Every main area has a merchant selling the usual. There's a decent variety of ranged and melee weapons and some bloody expensive armour. If you come across multiple items, just immediately sell them, there's no repair mechanic. Weapons and armour last forever. After doing all the obligatory dog's body work, you're directed to the city of Los, Chapter 2. Yeah, this only has 3 chapters. Did I mention it was short? Well, compared to a usual Fallout game anyway. Streamlining! The reason the Brotherhood are in town is because they've gotten wind of a group of super mutants heading for a vault which contains a new type of weapon. The Paladins were on their way to stop them.
The Brotherhood reinforcements have finally arrived.
Yes, you do eventually get to see a vault. One vault. The final chapter is when things really start to get drawn out. You know when you're enjoying a game, but it gets to a point where it starts to overstay its welcome. You need a lab key, but you need to trudge through several levels of vault ruins to get it, and trudge all the way back again. End! In order to progress further, you need to empty 3 rooms of super mutants before the doors will open. End! The final boss has multiple forms. End! The escape monorail platform is further down, and is a time gauntlet with a 2-minute limit. End!
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Does this deserve the reputation it has? Yes and no. I'll start with the no. One thing certain games from a series can suffer from is comparison to better entries from said series. An example is Assassin's Creed 3. I remember it getting a disappointing reception due to it being inferior to previous Assassin's Creeds, and I agree. But I prefer to judge a game on its own merits, and Assassin's Creed 3, by itself, is a good game. Brotherhood of Steel is merely a top-down shoot-'em loot, and for that, it's fine. But, and here comes the yes, is it Fallout? Absolutely not. There's none of the RPG complexity, freedom and customization. It's just pick a predetermined character, go from A to B, shoot stuff, loot stuff, and follow a linear string of quests. Go into this with this knowledge and low expectations, and you may be okay with it.
Miner's lady,
Stranger to blue water.
Having fun? No? I know, it's not what you expected. But don't fret, there's a sequel. I'm just kidding, that was cancelled. But it'll be okay. After this, the Fallout torch was passed to Bethesda Softworks, which led to the boost the series really needed, Fallout 3. So go, young Vaultlings. Venture forth, for the Fallout future is bright. We hope.
Mountain mama, take me home, country roads.
A lonely electron with nothing to do pairs up with a neutron for a cocktail or 2. Atomic kisses survived by a few. They had a nuclear blast. Said the electron to the neutron, you sure can be dense. With this much attraction, there's no civil defense. Let go of that energy, no need to be tense. Give me that nuclear blast.